Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Eczema Warrior podcast. I hope everyone had a very nice long weekend. I know it was Thanksgiving over the weekend on Thursday, and then I think most of you had Friday off as well. So, Thursday and Friday last week was a holiday. I hope a lot of you were able to enjoy lots of good turkey and spending family time. Personally, for me, my best friend's birthday was actually last week, so we spent a lot of time together with our family and our friends. We actually went to this really nice spa. So, where we live right now, we live really close to a beautiful spa here in Colombia. I love it because it's so healing for skin, actually, and it's actually very healing for the body in general. You go in there, they give you really nice chai tea, and then they take you to this massage room. It has essential oils, and it just feels very nice in the massage room. And then after you do your massage, in which you get to choose which massage that you want, and this whole spa place is very spiritual. You can just tell by the energy and the different methods of massage. They call it different elements: fire, water, air, and earth. And you get to choose which type of massage that you want. So anyways, I always get deep tissue massage because I have a very tense back, and it's probably because I work from my desk all the time. So you get this really nice massage for an hour and a half. And then after the massage, they take you to the pool area, and it's absolutely beautiful. There's plants around, there's a lot of sunshine. It just feels like you're immersed in nature. And the pools, there's different stages. It's kind of like a circuit of different treatment rooms. So you have the pool, which is the hydrotherapy pool, I think is what it's called. And all the water is made natural. They use salt in the water, which is very healing for the skin. There's a sauna, there's a very nice steam room with eucalyptus and salt, and there's a floating salt room or salt bath, and you go into it and you float in it basically. So that was really nice. They have this misting shower. So after you do the sauna, you go into the misting shower, and then you go into the pools. And it's this 3-hour amazing spa experience. They have hot and cold pools. You soak in the hot pool and then the cool one, and then you kind of just go back and forth. So it's very nice. And then at the very end, they get you to go into this room, and then they do a little facial for you. A very, very nice experience. Anyways, I just wanted to share that because I think a lot of the times we don't give ourselves time to practice self-care and do things that we love. And while these things, it doesn't address our overthinking all the time, or it doesn't address our mindset, but at least it helps us regulate our nervous system. And if you have the means to be able to do these things that make you feel good, then do it, right? Personally for me, going to the spa really helps with my stress. And then I pair that with, mindfulness and journaling, things that I can do at home that don't cost money, right? If you have things that you like to do for yourself, do it, whether it's spa day, or you like to get your nails done, or you need to get an acupuncture session or a massage. Anything that makes you feel good is going to help with your healing. So that's a bit of a little life update, I guess, of what I've been up to over this past week, spending Thanksgiving and celebrating my friend's birthday. Let's talk about today's episode on the 70-30 diet rule. You probably heard me talk about this before, but I've never actually created a podcast episode about it. And so I'd love to talk about what the 70-30 diet rule looks like and why it's important. So in last week's episode, I talked about why you might be overcomplicating your diet and how to simplify it. When it comes to gut healing, skin healing, there's always tendencies for us to go on a very strict diet and eat very clean and avoid all these foods. And so, first of all, if you're someone that has been doing that for your healing journey and you're feeling very overwhelmed about it, definitely check out the last episode and maybe just see if you are overcomplicating your diet and how we can start simplifying it in a way that feels good into your lifestyle and it isn't stressful. And this episode is actually going to help you a lot with making it easy and simple, because that's what we want when it comes to healing. I think a lot of times we think we have to do all these things in order to heal, but really it's just about setting the foundations and getting the basics in. So what is the 70-30 diet rule? 70-30 diet rule is 70% of your diet is mostly good, meaning that you eat well, you focus on protein, fats, and fiber, you maybe try to cook more of your meals at home, and you generally just nourish your body in the way that you want to nourish it in order for it to heal. Maybe you do your best to get lots of vegetables in, you try to get lots of fiber, you try to get lots of variety in your diet. That is 70% of your diet. So you're aiming to eat a diet that is supportive of your skin healing and gut healing. Basically, you're doing your best, most of the time with your diet. The 30% is basically eating whatever you want and having those nights out where you get to have wine, where you get to eat pizza, where you get to eat burgers, whatever your guilty pleasure is, or whatever you feel like is not good for your healing, but you do it anyways because it's only 30% of your overall diet. And this is the rule that you want to follow if you want to have a diet that isn't restrictive and is still very balanced. So 70% of your diet, you do your best. You're meal prepping, you're eating good foods for your gut and for your skin. You're doing your best to avoid processed foods, to avoid sugar and things like that. And then 30% is you get to enjoy. You get to eat your piece of cake, you get to eat your pizza, you get to drink your wine, and that does not mean it's going to cause your healing to go backwards. When you follow this rule, you're gonna feel so much more at peace because you know that your diet doesn't have to be 100% perfect all the time, and you actually see more healing when you're not 100% and you're maybe 70% doing the best you can, and then the 30% you get to enjoy. This is the best strategy for long-lasting healing because it's within moderation, you're not stressed out, you get to enjoy the foods that you want, and then you get to nourish your body as well. As opposed to eating perfect all the time, you're trying to eat organic all the time, you're trying to get all your vegetables in, and you're avoiding all these foods, gluten, dairy, soy, sugar, processed foods, and it just feels like you always have to be perfect with your diet. That is not the best strategy for healing. That's a recipe for disaster because you're gonna get overwhelmed, you're gonna hate your diet, and then you're not gonna be able to enjoy yourself. And then you're gonna feel stressed. It's going to do the exact opposite of what you're trying to do, which is heal, but then you're flaring because you're stressed out about your diet. So you can see how having this 100% all or nothing mindset when it comes to your diet actually isn't helpful for your healing, and it might be the reason why you're actually flaring and noticing symptoms. So when we focus on the strategy of 70-30, 70% of my diet is good, 30% of my diet I get to enjoy, then that is long-lasting healing because you can moderate what you eat and not feel stressed about it. I have tons of clients who used to have this all or nothing mindset. It has to be elimination diet. It has to be a very strict diet in order to heal. They saw less results compared to when they start to adopt this 70-30% rule. Now their skin is healing, their gut is healing, their inflammation is healing, and they don't feel like they have to do everything under the sun when it comes to diet. That could be the case for you too. And it's really just about reframing your mindset, first of all, around not needing to go on a diet and believing that you can actually heal from having this 70-30 rule and doing less. And then actually implementing the 70-30 rule. This is how to make your diet super easy. Only avoiding foods that you actually need to avoid if you have allergies or sensitivities. If not, let's try to open up your diet some more and then focus on protein, fats, and fiber, getting lots of variety 70% of the time, and then call it a day. How easy is that? How much easier it is to do it this way instead of feeling like you have to go all or nothing. And the last thing I want to share when it comes to changing your diet, and you're someone who's quite new to it, and even the 70-30 rule is very overwhelming, don't worry about that. Take it day by day, baby steps. Okay? When we go into changing your diet and lifestyle, feeling like you have to be perfect or it has to be a certain way, you'll never end up doing it because in your head, you already have this idea that it's too difficult. So if we just have a simple habit, if you don't eat breakfast in the morning and it overwhelms you to make breakfast, that's okay. Why don't we start very small? Maybe you'll grab a yogurt, maybe you'll grab a piece of fruit, and that'll be your breakfast. Start small. It doesn't have to be this crazy thing where you have to make this amazing breakfast with everything in it. If this is new to you, start small. Start with a yogurt, start with the fruit, eat that in the morning, get your body used to it. It might not be enough protein, fats, and fiber yet. That's okay. At least you're getting something in your body. Eating something is better than nothing, especially if you're someone who skips meals a lot and you don't have time to cook. just grab something that is nutritious, that's easy. Yogurt is nutritious, so is a fruit, maybe a boiled egg. You need nutrition in order to heal. So keep things simple for yourself and you'll start to notice, wow, I feel better when I just have a little bit of something in the morning. Now I actually want to cook something. And then that's how you build up to the 70-30% rule. And that's how you start to enjoy your diet a bit more instead of feeling like it's an all or nothing mindset. I hope this quickie episode helped you. I think it's something that is going to be perfect actually during this time because we're going to the holidays. A lot of people have a lot of anxiety around the holidays because there's a lot of sweets and desserts and all the good food. There's a lot of stress around the holidays as well. And it's a common time where people do notice their symptoms getting worse because of all these reasons. So if we can go into it with the 70-30 diet rule, then you'll just feel a little bit better about entering the holidays without needing to eat very healthy during the holidays or feel really bad because you're enjoying yourself, right? If you can find balance and let yourself enjoy during the 2 weeks of Christmas time, then let yourself do that. But being mindful as well that we don't want to go too far with alcohol and the sugar and things like that, because yes, it can definitely flare you and cause symptoms. And so we do need to find that balance. If you found this episode helpful, I would love to hear what you think about the episode as well as the podcast in general. It'll help me so much in creating more episodes for you and helping you heal your body. You can leave comments in my YouTube video. You can leave a review on Apple iTunes or Spotify. And I would also love to chat with you guys in the DMs as well. If you ever have questions, if you ever want to share anything, my DMs are open. You can reach me at juliachen.rd. And of course, if you need more support when it comes to your healing, I'm happy to help you inside my coaching programs. Our Black Friday sale actually just ended last night. Thank you so much for everyone who joined the membership and joined one-on-one coaching. I'm very excited to see more healing for you. And for those of you who missed the sale, I'm sorry that you missed the sale, but you can still work with me in any of the offers in the show notes below. Enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of your night, and we will see you in the next episode.